Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Ascension Messages. My name is Bobbie Richardson, and I'll be your guide for today. Today, we're going to do tarot. I am actually a channeler, but I love my tarot. So, we do tarot once a week just for fun, but we ask big questions. So, this question today is going to be on what kind of world, dream world, are you actually opening up to? Now, this is because it's following up with my channel messages of that we are making big, huge shifts and leaps and bounds towards something new. And it's not until we start to focus on those new things, those new creations that we want to build into this world or ground into this world, that we start to see it in this world. So a good idea, I thought, was to do a tarot reading where we're seeing where we're lining up, what we're actually lining up to. And the cover on the title of this will be 3 mushrooms. So it's just piles 1, 2, and 3 of the mushrooms. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Okay, so we're going to start off. I've actually got my own dice out here again. So I'm going to throw my dice because they have a lot of really good ideas on them for new earths, and see what they say as well. But we'll do that in a minute. I'm just thinking, feeling into which cards I'm going to choose first for this. We're going to just, got 3 packs over here that feel right. So we're going to just feel into pile 1 first. So this is, what dream world are you opening up to? What world and what creation are you creating on this planet? Like, where are you actually going when it comes to the higher frequencies? We're not leaving the 3D, we're bringing 5D into 3D. 3D is the physical world. We want to bring more love and awareness into that world. And that's what I was told by my guides. So what are we going to ground from the 5D, from your perspective, pile 1, into this world? So I might channel through this as well as I pick up on the energies of pile 1, please. Those who choose pile 1, let me feel into those energies. Okay, we've got a couple of cards that have come up. I'm just going to choose a couple more. We have the messenger and the child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance is the messenger. Very angelic feel here. Okay, child of the cosmos. So you're definitely grounding some other utopic world onto this planet. And it's to do with harmony and balance. I will show you those 2 cards so that you can see them. Harmony and balance, and the child of the cosmos, and the messenger. So you're probably more likely to be here as a messenger or grounding. I would say, because of the title of this, you're grounding an etheric world onto this place. But it's what kind of where are we going with it? These are my spacey 5D cards and so forth. So I'll get some more grounded cards as well to go with this so that we get a bigger picture of just what you're actually moving towards. There we go. One of them's come out, Father Sky. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. So this is Atlas, who holds up the universe, the world, sorry, the earth. I always see this person as somebody that is within all of us, because Atlas is somebody who's holding up this reality, and we are all holding up this reality. We are creating it as we go. So to do with, what are you lining yourself up to? There's a new earth experience that you're bringing yourself into. I'm going to get a couple of grounded cards as well. This feels like there's something more grounded here for some reason. Look, we've got a lot of earth earth cards coming up, location and change of location. So you might actually change location to ground this utopic feeling. And then after that, we have the emotional desert, which is, to me, it's infusing love into that barren land that wasn't here before. So maybe you're into like creating something beautiful out of the land that you have, or the house, or making your home a more beautiful home, making your land more beautiful land, so that at least one spot on this earth is more in tune to creating something that's resonating with earth, maybe a garden, gardening more, putting more love. This is the card to me that says you're putting more love into this world, into the earth herself. And see, there's just all these planets, Atlas holding up the planet, the journey guide has got the planet. You have to release something to get to that point, though, for some reason I'm feeling. But it feels like the dream world that you're going into is something that is collaborating with Earth, like a garden space, understanding more about the elementals, or making your home a beautiful, beautiful home, that sort of thing. Oh, look at that. That's on the bottom of the pack, and I didn't even see it, is the elemental card. So that's interesting. Nature spirits, the 4 elements. Your new earth would be more of a because I felt this grounded feeling. There be messages coming from an off-world planet, or you've come from, there's spaces in between. So it feels like you have been both, in your past lives, you've been somebody who's connected deeply with earth, and then in another past life, you've been somebody who's been in etheric worlds. And so you have this go-between of understanding messages that are coming from beyond, but also grounding those, realizing you are the way that you create your reality is adding or fueling humanity's consciousness of opening up to creating a new reality. I do feel like maybe you've been, at some stage or other through your progression, a protester of some sort. But this is going to end up coming into more of a balanced situation within yourself, realizing that to fight against fight means we're fueling fights, but to move towards what we really want to create, which is taking that unemotional space on earth and pouring love into it and creating more beauty around the world, whichever way that looks for you. Of course, this is a general reading, so there's a lot of, a few people here that will have different sort of outcomes. Let's see what else comes up, though. It's just about to pack those up. I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to keep the elemental card out just in case. Sorry, getting a little confused with myself. Why would I pack that up? Maybe it feels like you would pack up, you want to pack up everything on this planet and start again. Which, this is really what we're doing. We are actually doing this, but it's a progression to allow the logical mind to catch up to it all as well. Let's get some tarot. Feelings with some tarot for power. Pile 1. Where are they going, please? What world are they? Beautiful dream world are they creating, or they're lining up to? What world are they lining up to, please? What world are they lining up to? I do feel like when you've spoken up before, it's not worked for you, and now it's because your world is trying to teach you that, or the energetic alignment's trying to teach you, it's not about pushing, it's about coming back into the love of self and just spreading that light of yourself out. There's the Four of Pentacles has come up. I'll just get a couple more that seems to want to come out, I feel, with the tarot. Four of Pentacles. Somebody who holds everything close to their heart because they have been tainted before. So this is an abundant world that you want to create, but abundance with the natural vibration of Mother Earth feels like. Look at that. As I say that, the Nine of Cups come out. I love it when that works, when you say something and you're feeling into something, channeling, and then the tarot just falls. This is why I love tarot. I love tarot to confirm my channel feelings already. Because that's how I've always worked. So Nine of Cups too, look at all the prosperity, all the different choices and that, and creating some sort of utopic world where it's a lot of water and emotional love and understanding, totally different, right, to the emotional desert that we had coming out before. This is the creation world that you want to create. You want to turn what's barren or what's in fear, what's ungrateful, what's emotionless into love, into abundance, and love can, excuse me, only create what we want and desire, where fear and anything that's not love creates what we don't want to desire, what we don't desire. Fear creates what we don't want. Love creates what we do. So I think that's where you're going. You're moving into, oh, wow, this person that I know has this block of land. Let's change this up into, I can see this could be developed here. But it's for some reason to me more entangled with Mother Earth, where so there's an understanding of who she is. We have the Seven of Wands that has fallen out as well. Seven of Wands is standing guard. Feel like you're standing guard. I'm going to protect this. I'm going to protect this world that I'm creating here with all my might and understanding of who I am and the will that I am. And then the Ace of Cups, but it did come out in reverse. So there's definitely, even I'm going to read it upright because this is what we're going towards. We're opening up to, we're opening up, we're turning that ace into an open cup. It's not falling out emotionless. Where there's no emotions, we're turning it up so that we can catch all of that emotion and create that beauty and wonder. We're no longer hoarding to ourselves and over protecting anymore. We're allowing love to direct us more. So just to give you that heads up on how to get there. But it's definitely a fruitful position of I see the fish around here as well, a psychicness as well that comes through, a world that's more psychic, a world that's more in tune, a world that's more connected to Earth herself, a world where the barren lands will flourish, somewhere where you would feel happy, just like living in unison with Mother Earth. That's so important, I feel, to pile one, a world where you can connect and become psychic with the elementals, which connects you more to Earth herself as well. And you become a messenger too. There's messages coming up for you too, I feel, about this and how to actually attain this and where you actually want to go with this. Yeah. I will choose a animal card as well. I love my animal deck. I tend to not leave without doing an animal card. Hey, Ida and Janina in the chat bar. Good to see you guys. Okay, so we have Hummingbird, miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on the shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. So the more that you find that you make you happy in your immediate work, like it starts with you happy, the more you are going to feel more miracles coming your way. It's to do with your vibrational meet with that happiness and your soul's desire to be able to connect again to that love vibration so that you can create that dream world of love being here on earth, or flourishing, earth flourishing with humanity. So you're the joy bringer. You're the joy bringer that brings joy to the deserts and to the emotionalists. But you have to find that within yourself now. So when you start aligning yourself with that, you're going to probably find more miracles are going to show up for you. Whenever you start to do the overprotectiveness and the hoarding, you're going to find that you're slipping back into the old patterns and the old ways in the old world. And it will start to reflect very quickly back to you of, oh my God, things are showing up that I don't like again. So then you center oneself to line yourself up to opening up to that new world. I love how this is working, actually giving us information as well on how to get there, which is fantastic. Yeah, that feels really good. Okay, I think I will do the dice. These dice are my own dice that I created and my little pictures. So yeah, we do have, it's so interesting what we have here. We have two completely opposite, this says logic and oneness. So here we have the groundedness of logic, the grounded world. And it's the, no, if you can see, probably need to reverse my image so that you can read that properly. But this is like somebody attaining wisdom or information, literally feeling into a understanding of how this logical, practical world works. So there might be a lot of practicality about the way that you do things, but bringing in the oneness too. And the oneness resides within every single living thing. At the spark of creation itself, there resides DMT, a substance that connects us all, and that reverts back into understanding that you are everything. So you are the creator from your own perspective out, and you can create what you want, but it has to come from love, because that's all we were to begin with when we come into that oneness vibration. So very practical means here. You might even want to build things and actually practically put things like write a book or do something and then sell it out to the world of how to connect with the earth, or something very practical here that's ground, which is fantastic because we need the practicality. We need the logic to be able to be grounding these new frequencies as well. But that's the world that you're moving into, pile one. And I think we will leave it there and we will go into pile two. Pile two, once I actually just put all of these back where they come from. Right. That one and that one. Okay, so now we'll get into pile two. Hey, Mona, good to see you. Pile two. So where are you going? What are you creating? What are you opening up to create on this world? What are you opening up to? What beautiful world are you moving towards? Pile two. Just thinking, I might start with pile two with the tarot. Oh, that just flipped out straight away. I don't know what it is yet. It's face down. Pile two. Where's pile two going? So we have, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have many choices coming up here. Oh, so pile two, you might actually be quite a high frequency being who can attain to many, many different choices, but you're into a nurturing world, a world that nurtures you. Empress is the creator. She is the creator of the tarot deck. She's the one that knows her will so strongly that she can create whatever she desires. So coming up with the Seven of Cups, which is many decisions you can come into, you can choose many, many different things. The choice is almost yours, but let's get into what you're actually aligning into at the moment. So do remember that through this reading for pile 2, even though I'm going to align to what you are moving into now, that anytime you decide to shift it up or change it up, you can do that. And it's not that you're allowed to, you have the ability, the capability to do that. We do have on the bottom of the deck the Ace of Cups as well. So that's like the new beginnings coming fruition through an emotional understanding of self is what they're telling me. Connecting back into the waters of love. I don't know why they're saying that, but that's what they're saying. And it's going to overfill your cup. Your cup is overfilling with love. Let's see what else comes up. I might just see more tarot. It's amazing. I might just choose another pile, another tarot deck there. And see where this is going. Pile 2. So far, we have many choices. Oh my gosh. Which is a beautiful place to be, that you can choose whatever. There's that much faith in you, they're saying. There's that much faith in you. There's an alignment that you came here. There's an alignment that you came here to self-discover or discover where humanity was, what would be the better move forward for humanity. So it was a very open book on where you were going to go. An understanding that anything could happen, but as pile 2 is standing now, where are they moving towards for themselves, at least, to creating a new world place? Where are we going? Pile 2. We had one that kind of wanted to step out, so I'm going to grab that. The one that's flipped over and gone back. Okay, we've got a few now. So the hangman kind of wanted to step out, but it was in reverse. Somebody who sees life in a different perspective too. You don't normally see things the same as everybody else. So you have like levels of awareness that goes beyond what everyone else sees. Because when he's hanging, even though it did come in reverse, which is like I'm standing up right here with a new perspective, when he's hanging, he sees life in a different perspective because he's upside down. But it's like you've turned yourself around, and it's very powerful card, a powerful hangman. We also have, look at this, the Tree of Life. So many different, you've gone through many different trials and events to be able to gain this respect of understanding all the different levels of humanity. They are bringing me into all of that at the moment. You have the strength. There's a strength within you, a power within you. So where are we going? Where are we actually going? Look at the strength that you have, that you can carry. You've had it hard. I think you've had it quite tough. But there's a reason for this. There was a reason for you to understand a lot more about humanity and the way that they lived, so that you could have gone through many of the trials or the errors that's been the lack of that humanity's consciousness went through, so you can have a very strong understanding. And then when you attain wisdom through your soul, connection to your higher beings, you can have a converse or conversation, literally see you having meetings with them up there of what to do next, what to do next. So it's been an open book for you of what you're actually creating, because as you move through this veil of illusion of humanity's consciousness, you are grabbing like strings of understanding of what could be possibilities. And so you might even dream or have dreams of possibilities, and then you decide from this grounded point of view of going through all the trials and errors, what's actually going to serve humanity's consciousness in the next step and the next step and the next step. So it's very hard for me to see exactly where you're going, because you're a changeable, malleable kind of a personality or person on earth that can work your way around things as you go and change things up. Literally seeing land masses can change, like as you change your reality, so too do you see reality changing outside of you. You're that powerful. The King of Coins has come up as well, so I think somebody's going to be coming into your reality that's going to help you ground a lot of this stuff, because otherwise it might get a little too many things happening here. I'll throw my dice for you as well. I have my dice here that I created. We have intuition. Yeah, your whole game was to return home or bring home onto reality. This is like a potential. This painting that I painted, and now I've kind of made it really small. I don't see if you can see it, but I painted the potential reality of humanity. And there was like dolphins talking to children intuitively. There's like great big Roman pillars, very Palladian-like. But you also have the intuition. So with the intuition, it makes sense that that came out as well, where you're a seer, you can see into more. And the contact just landed on there too. So there might be contact that you actually embrace and come into too. But where are you going? Just to appease me in this reading. And pile too. Even though there are many choices here. Oh my gosh. And like so many cards are falling out for you. Loosen your grip. Destiny, addiction, let God in. There's a falling away of what you've already gone through to be able to get to where you're going. A necessary shift in your a transition that you're going through to allow everything, even though it's very close to what you've just experienced and things do remind you of what you've been through. They want you to really loosen your grip and let God in. Wait is in reverse. So the waiting time is over. This is the time for you to start to challenge this. Where are we going? The baby steps, baby steps. Water your garden in reverse. So where you are right now, really focus on the bits that you really love and go, that's what I'm going to put my attention to. That's what I'm going to water. This is where I'm going to infuse more into that. That feels really good. There might be an opening up. I think there's still something coming because I feel you're in such a deep transition at the moment. To align with what you're actually going to open up to is so flexible because of the people that you'll meet or you allow to bring in now to your reality. You choose who comes in, and whether they align with the creation that you want to bring in. So what's the creation? What cards can help me here? These ones. What's the creation that pile 2 is lining up with? You're a mentor. You're a mentor of spirit mentors and teachers. Yeah, I just saw talented guides, but it actually says that. You're a mentor of bringing in music, paintings, artistry, anything, science, anything that you feel like you could dabble and pour in all sorts of things. It doesn't matter if it didn't work in the past because that was created through fear and you realize that. So you could take bits and pieces of things and create something wonderful, but you're a mentor of it. You're a guide towards it. So it's not necessarily what you're creating, it's that you are aligning yourself fully into your power. And that's going to help other people align into their power because you become that stand-up leader, mentor of what's going to be created next, knowing full well that many hands or many consciousnesses are going to bring you different flavors of what to choose from. So there's a lot here. There's a lot more than just connecting to Earth. There's a lot of what humanity has gone through in the past thousands of years or whatever you want to say, the time that's just gone into losing oneself, that time that you've been through or you felt into has gems of excitement and adventures that can be attained in this next creation as well, even though, you might go, "Oh, but they were creating things that the world couldn't break down, or it didn't really go with the world." No, it didn't. But then if you take the gems out of that and you use the gems of that creation, that for some reason they're showing me a bicycle and when the wheel was created and all that sort of stuff. And when you use the creation that was created, but in a way through love, then it won't have the bearing of being stuck anymore, where plastic or anything is stuck, because when it's created or come through or bled through humanity's consciousness through love, there will always be something that will break it down, because Mother Earth will find a way of breaking it down, breaking down the plastic or breaking down what's necessary. So there's a lot more that you can bring in. There's something very interesting about this pile. So there's an understanding that it's not the thing that was created, but how it was created. We do have the emotional desert come back out again. So you definitely are helping create new worlds through love again. That came through for pile 1 as well. I love it how these cards keep coming up, and I'm sure that came up recently in one of my readings too. So we are shifting, the emotionalist world into love, into bringing in the oasis. Like we're creating the oasis. But instead of through greed and hanging on to and feeling, greed only comes from a lack of. I'm so scared that someone's going to take my power away because I don't know how to hold it within my own core essence of myself. So I will hoard and I'll become greedy. So when we see it from that perspective and we move into it with love, we can take gems of what humanity has created and create a beautiful world where people still have transport, still have cool things, but it's made from love, not from lack of. And there's this attainable understanding that there isn't anyone more powerful than everyone in this world. It has the same power. So the hierarchy all falls, and it's just this whole something else crashes down. So your world is creating more of a very balanced but exciting world, where many things can be possible because it is created through the wholeness of yourself, where there's no lack. Yeah. Just feeling into whether I need to pick any other cards for pile 2. I think that's it. We'll just try the animal card. I knew there was something missing. An animal card. I felt that. Hey, Wade. Hey, Debbie. Being ambassador to the family of love. Nice. Love it. Okay. Pile 2. Just from the animal cards, please. Do you have a message from the animals for where's pile 2's dream world opening up to? Where's pile 2's dream world opening up to? Where's pile 2's dream world opening up to, please? Yeah, I love it when it pops out like that, right? Oh, and there was one underneath. Oh, I do like these. You're opening up to a world of abundance. You're bringing in more playground for source energy to reside in humanity's consciousness, to play in. Like you're bringing in more abundance. a shared abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me with your wisdom, keep me warm through the storms of life, fill my life with goodness, teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Like you are connected. And they're reminding me of the white buffalo. So one of the 144,000 light workers, those that are here to shift. The white buffalo is only going to be showing up more so at the end of one world and the beginning of the next. And we are the beginning of the next. And it came out with the lion, the higher calling. You have wisdom, you have wisdom within you, all the courage you need. Let go of the past, reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. This is very, very, very strong that I'm feeling with you, to make sure that the people that you choose that are by your side, because who you choose to be by your side, you will multiply them, their wisdom. You will multiply it. It's like you are oh, that feels so good. I'm going to pour more love into that. And then boom, it becomes more of. Make noble choices for your life and your tribes. Yeah, so you are leadership here. This feels very leadership quality as well. Okay, so pile 2. We will put those cards aside for you, and we will move into pile 3. So yes, do remember that I am a channeler, and I just use tarot because I love it's fun. And they always say to me, do what makes you have fun. So this is why I do what I do, and bring in tarot once a week to have fun as well. And it's also really strong wisdom coming through at the moment. I'm really surprised with the wisdom coming through with this reading. So we have pile 3 now, please. Let's shift up the energy for pile 3. Excuse me. Okay, pile 3. I think we'll do it again. We'll start with the tarot. Okay, pile 3. What's pile 3's world opening up to? What are they creating? Where are they going? Pile 3, where are you going? Where are you going? Pile 3. I am releasing a lot of pile 2, so it's just going to be interesting, I think. Pile 3, where are you going? There's a blindfold that needs to be taken off you. Pile 3. It's a strength or some power within you that you haven't quite attained yet. You are extremely powerful, and it's like, if I step into that, will the world accept me? But they want you to accept you first before the world accepts you. You accepting you will mean that the world will accept you. To take the blindfold off and stand in your power, almighty, like they're showing me someone almighty. Allow that power of who you are to rise. So you are moving into a powerful world, a world. Oh, it's so interesting what they're showing me now. It's like you're standing in your power, and because of that, you are showing the galactic world, the world outside of Earth, just how much humanity has risen. You are showing them that humanity is powerful, and a force to be reckoned with, and do not mess with us anymore. Oh, so cool. Do not mess with us anymore. We have these gifts, we have these understandings, we have these wisdoms. You are stepping into a powerful world that can align with other galactic worlds, other planets, other collectives, other frequencies now, and standing strong. but the blindfold has to be taken off for you to gain this. Oh my gosh, you never guess what. So I'm sitting here just looking at this. It was in reverse and it was the Two of Swords. And I got all that from that. And then as I pulled it away, which would be like the blindfold coming off, tucked in underneath it was the Ace of Coins. And look at the power of this person and starting a whole new vibration. Look at the power of him standing on this planet like a staghorn who knows their power. Don't mess with me. I know who I am. I know where my gifts are. I am not going to be taken by another being and dictated to ever again. We have learned our lesson. We are not going back there, that sort of thing. So you might have even dabbled into that whole draconian affairs and all that sort of stuff just to get the understanding of the power that the lack of that humanity was missing, to be able to pull into being a victim. And we know we're all source energy and all just love. So we should all be exactly the same amount of power, right? But we have to learn that about ourselves so that we're not slipping into an unbalanced world of somebody else taking over our reality. And I think that your world is a powerful world that you are moving into. We also have the Three of Coins as well coming in, sparing that abundance. I take that for myself. That is mine. Interesting that the Three of Coins has somebody sparing abundance, and literally the magic is dripping off into the cauldron, and he's catching it for a rainy day. So cool. Magician. Oh my gosh, you are a magician. You have the magic and the willpower and the understanding of how to wield all of the elements in this world to bring humanity into a higher level of understanding or a level of awareness. It's so excellent. You have gone through it. You have gone through it. The Three of Swords is somebody who's been, but that's how you found your power. So the world that you're moving into is, I am powerful and no one else is going to dismantle what I create now. Because this is coming from love of all and not through power of control, but power of love for all. Totally different vibration there, by the way. I'm just going to step into, what do I feel like getting for you guys? I'm going to get this big pile of 2 decks that have been put together. Lucy Cavendish tarot cards. Pile 3. Wow, I so felt that. And we need you to step up and take that blindfold off to start this new beginning of abundance. Painting the red roses. Covering up the errors. Okay, what else? Pile 3. What kind of message have you got for pile 3, please? Where are they opening up to? What kind of world are they moving into at this moment and creating? What are they moving towards? What inspires them? Is there oh gosh, any other messages, please? Coming through the pile 3. This is a really big deck. It's really hard. I'm gonna just pull one because I actually want to pull that one too, because the bigger the deck, the stronger you have to. Oh, that's so interesting. The bigger the deck, the stronger you have to embrace it. And then when I go to shuffle, it won't pop out because I'm holding it tighter. So to be able to hold that power, we need to do it with more of a relaxed gentleness about us, knowing that we've always got that power within us to be able to protect ourselves, but to be able to move through this world gently, more like a firm understanding of the power, so that things can be created as well. We have delicate fairy and a ferret. Change is natural, good, and yes, it can hurt. But I'm not feeling so, I'm feeling that that's literally what happened with you in the past. What is that card deck that you had? The Three of Swords, and that was in the bottom of the deck. So you've been through the mill and back, and you know change can hurt, but they want you to realize it's not going to hurt now because you know how to hold the deck. You know the power of yourself. You know how to hold it. You know the right way. Okay, I'm holding this card and not even looking at it. The right way, learning to create what you desire. You're now learning how to create this amazing world where you are powerful and you have your power back. You are moving into a world where you have your power back. And it's also, we have painting red roses covering up areas, but it came in reverse. So it's almost like I see those roses and the value for who I am. I see the value for who I am. I don't need to cover up myself to be able to fit into this world anymore. I'm going to take this blindfold off, right? So that I can have the new beginning that I want to create. So that's just going to help you move forward. So where are you actually going? What kind of world are you creating? I'm taking the Osho decks, and I never did for the other piles for three. Pile three, what are you actually creating? Where are you moving to? What are you moving into? We have one that's just fallen out and it's face down. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, and we have one that flipped over. Okay, so the one that's face down was projections. Be very aware of your power, that you haven't been creating an illusion, painting the red roses, the white roses red to try to hide that power. And then what it does is it projects out onto somebody else. Oh, that person's trying to get to me. But really, it's just because when you stand in your power, you won't even see that as that response anymore. You're just like, oh, yeah, they're trying to help me. They're not trying to hinder me. So there's something there that needs to shift up for you as you go along just to help you out. But you are moving towards the Lover's card, which is choices. It is also choosing to love yourself. Like you are finding, and in loving yourself, you find a partner within as well that magnetizes towards you, that creates this love vibration. So you're moving towards a more loving earth as well. I'm not surprised to hear that, though. This is where we're going. This is the more frequency that we're moving into, is a more loving earth. In any case, I want to get, maybe we can just choose a very, because this feels all very grounded. Is there any sort of cards from my fifth dimension? Oh my gosh, that was such a nice flip. Like this one card just went, and I love it when it happens like that, because they actually, to me, it's like, yes, yes, this. Oh my God, it says, I'm sorry. And it was in reverse, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So definitely with these two cards coming up, there is an uprooting of your power, but it's like a forgiveness of self, that you went through what you went through. And because when you start to peel away the layers and you start to find the power of who you are, then when that power starts to build up, you're like, oh my God, why did I put myself in that position over there before? Because you didn't know any better, but now you do. So now we're like, okay, we're going to use this power to step into this new world. But I also am seeing, I want to see more of where you're creating, where you're actually going. I understand the lessons. Thank you for that, because I did say in the last pile, I love the lessons, but let's focus on what you're actually grounding here. Just turn my heater off. It's getting a bit hot in here. What are you actually grounding? Where are you going? What are you actually grounding, pile three? What are you grounding? Where are you going? Or maybe I should do my dives as well. Where are you going? What are you opening up to? What that was the you. Okay. Okay. You might be numerology 7. Even though this has an 8 on it, this is a teacher. I always see learning a new path. So you're actually learning to let go of a lot, because you're learning a whole new other way of living on this world. And then you become a teacher for many, many others. So the world that you're creating is stepping into becoming a teacher. Yeah, but what kind of, I want to actually see an actual, I get really like, let's see the picture, the image in my head of where you're actually going. Teacher, I get that. But there's so many vast ways, but I want to sort of, let's just hone in a little bit more. Give a more perspective of this world you're creating or opening up to. I know you're opening up to becoming the teacher of this world. Teacher of what? Let's do that. Teacher of what? Teacher of understanding how to deal with, how to overcome pain, how to allow change to happen, how to allow things to fall apart. Well, why is it all? Okay, so at this moment, okay, I get it now. Because of the lessons that you're going through, the world that you're opening up to might seem a bit doom and gloom. We have the Death card and we have it with the Three of Swords coming out now, even though it was on the bottom of the deck before. And the Three of Swords is in reverse, so you're finally letting go of the wounds. The reason why it's harder to see where you're going is because you're in the thick of it at the moment. And you can make a decision on the other side of this lesson where you become the intuitive teacher. But we do have these beautiful cards that came out for you, Knight of Coins and the Queen of Wands. So this world here is a world where there's more action, there's a lot more adventure. Okay, adventure. There's adventure coming your way. A world of adventure, freedom. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So a world that's freer. I'm seeing no fences. I'm seeing being able to walk into a vastness, being able to camp anywhere, being able to know the rules are gone, a world where we are free to travel wherever we want, a world where we can go from one place to another and there's no sort of, all the passports and all that are eradicated. We don't need anything like that. There's no rule base. There's no keeping tabs on anyone. There's freedom, absolute freedom here, a world of freedom. That's the world that you will eventually be opening up to, and to, yeah, a life that feels like when you were a kid and you're like, oh my God, how exciting, I'm here in this world. I could do this, 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 this. And then you find out, oh my God, I can't. I have to get this, I have to tick this box and do this and do that. And I can't do that until I've actually gone through that exam and done that. Oh my gosh, my world is full of exams and full of, are you ready really to do it, in a practical way? And instead, your spirit's already been there before, and you know this so well, and you've already attained all this wisdom through your soul and understanding who you were in past life and all of that. And it's still with you because now you've come back to being a teacher. You've come back to knowing that your soul is connected to you. So all this wisdom is poured out. And why do you need to learn it all again through an exam over there that takes 2 to 3 years before you can actually attain it? You already knew it anyway. That sort of thing, that sort of world, the world where it's opening you up to a vastness of opportunities and adventures and excitement, and it's free. You're free to do whatever you want just because you have that capability, and the passion towards going towards it is enough. And you know that is enough because it's passion and desire that means more than an A on an exam, or you got 100% on that exam stuff. You copy and pasted what somebody else told you. Stuff, all of that's demolished. You're no longer covering up anything. There's something about your world being more fully adventurous. And that will take you out of this world as well. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you're like, I always wanted to create a rocket. And then you find out, wow, to create a rocket, you need this license, that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to do that. Very limited world we live in at the moment, isn't it? So yeah, that was for pile 3. Thank you so much, everybody, for being part of the chat bar. Wade and Debbie, who's still here, whoever else is still here. Lots of conversations going on there. Called it before you pulled it. Can't, yeah. So what was I going to say? Don't forget, guys, if you did buy my masterclasses in June, my Zoom call will be this Friday, so I will see you all there. And if you want to be part of the masterclasses for August, the registration's open, so you can like go on my registration page if you want to book in for that. Doesn't mean you've actually booked, but what it'll mean is that I'll send you out an email to say when they're up for sale again, which will be mid-August. So that's the Mind to Telepathy classes, and I am creating a new class as well. So I won't say what that one is just yet. But I love you guys heaps. Don't forget, I am an intuitive counselor and a reader. The links are down below. Thank you, Annie. Oh my God. So delighted to have that. I love that. I think you guys are just awesome in the chat bar anyway, no matter what, donations or not. But I am so grateful. Thank you, Annie, for being part of my world too, and being such a great supporter for everybody. Thank you, Nicole. Really, really blessed. I'm feeling really, really blessed. And I'm just going to keep moving forward with you guys. And we are going to create such a freaking awesome world here. I know it. I know it. I know it. Generations to come are going to be looking at us and going, that was my awesome great grandmother, great grandfather, whatever, great great grandperson. Love you guys. Heaps.